When farmers lose their crops to diseases, there's nothing else that they can do. Their whole world stops. They can't feed their family, and so how can they do anything else? How can they think about the political changes they might want? How can they think about sending their kids to education and bettering their society? So food security that's the fundamental basic right that every person should have, and if they don't have it, how can we have any hope?
So many kids are malnourished. Those kids, if they get this improved, nutritionally enhanced crops, which we are developing, all of these problems will hopefully be solved.
These projects that we work on, for example, for cassava, it requires a commitment over 5, 10 years, sometimes longer, in order to go from the research ideas and to get those into, through the greenhouse facilities that we have here and then into the field in Africa to test them. This takes a commitment that is not possible in most academia, where you're relying just on funding from the National Science Foundation or the NIH.
When you have these type of facilities that are donated by donors, it means that the community is behind you and supports you in your research, and that is a very powerful thing.
So this is where we are very fortunate here to have supporters and donors who will underwrite the work that we do at the Danforth Centre and allow that continuity to be achieved so that we can tackle some of these very challenging problems.
Well, I really became involved in the Danforth Plant Science Center as an observer, as someone who saw what was happening here through my fellow colleagues and partners at Edward Jones. And learning about it made me want to be even more involved in the work of the organization.
CoverCress is designed to be the first cash cover crop for the Midwest. We start the process of making CoverCress here at Danforth with our breeding and gene editing. We're a company born and growing here in St. Louis. I don't think CoverCress could start or succeed anywhere else.
The Donald Danforth Plant Science Center is one of the few, if not the only place in the world where you can do the type of work that I believe in, and that is taking research, going through the development phase and delivering something useful to small farmers in developing countries. A very, very challenging thing to do.
This is such an exciting place with so many exciting people and doing such exciting work that needs to be done.
The Danforth Center wants to feed the world. Talk about an aspirational vision, and that's something that we really identify with as a firm. We want to support that.
Of all the crown jewels that we have in St. Louis, we need to build those crown jewels up that have a chance of multiplying, right, of building companies, of building industry, of creating great jobs that can take an economic need with a great moral mission and take it to the next level.
That will come from the center, and it'll help secure the future of St. Louis.
There's really a thinking that we need to bring growth in the form of new companies, new ideas, and innovation, and that St. Louis can be a center of that innovation. And for the plant sciences and agriculture, having all of these elements so close together and having people that know and trust each other is the difference between it being an idea and it being something that's actually happening.